Michael wants to get coffee tomorrow morning. Should I cancel that too?
I don't know. Up to you.
I feel like I'll be fine.
I just went live again though, as an FYI.
Bodie also goes skate groom tomorrow.
Okay.
So. Alright, come on, kiddo. Winnie, are you gonna stay in?
Alright. Looks like my bit rate is better.
Oh, okay.
At some point, hopefully today, this laptop gets wiped because this is my old work laptop, and it still has it sometimes still tries to connect to the VPN, and that's what screwed me up there. I need to hit up my one former coworker who works in IT so I can get this thing wiped. Okay, so let's get Ghosty back open, and since we crashed, we might as well check for an update. Great. Did we lose our sessions? We really shouldn't have. Son of a bitch, we did. A plugin should persist through resets. How's the quality right now, chat? Everything sound good, look good? Yeah, okay, cool. Awesome, welcome to chat, Dead Castler. Appreciate you hanging out with us. Let's just call this TypeScript error translator.envim, and then we'll create another panel, and this will be TS. And we'll rename our session. This will be rename session to Envim plugins, I guess. Okay, so let's go to code and let's go into TS error translator, and we'll go back into here. What we're trying to do, we gotta go into our Nix shell, node shell, and let's vim in here. So we need to figure out how, when we parse error 2322, we are also bringing in that other tip. Let's see, 2322, category error. Font size good for everybody? All right, so this is the file that I kind of translated to Lua. What is a diagnostic mapper? What is this thing? Regex global, regex local parameters. Interesting. What is it? Z all? ZR? I always forget the fold key maps. Folding. Here we go. Z capital O, open all folds under the cursor recursively. Closes all folds under the cursor recursively. So if we come over here and we do TS buff enable highlight, ts enable highlight. And this would be ts buff disable highlight. There we go. So if we do Z capital C, that doesn't do what I thought it would. Close all folds. ZM. Okay. I need to come up with a mnemonic to remember these. So when we parse an error, we get a message. I wonder if this is the straight up keys for each. I'm guessing this database is that JSON file we were just looking at. TS error messages. Let's open everything. What is it? ZA, ZMore, ZR. There we go. So a TS error message database is a record of string to at minimal a record of code and number. I think that's what this is. Yeah. So that's our database. So we're saying this gets past our DB. We get our keys. The keys are these guys here. Oh, that's interesting. This is different than I'm doing it. So in the case of so in the case of 2322, right? Let's grab this diagnostic as just like a example. And let's just throw it in right here and we'll comment that. We look over here. What are the, I hate opening VS Code. The things we get in here is two similar types have a property. So let's grab that, throw that in a comment. Two similar. Okay, so it's not in here. But I do want to grep for that. Two similar. Two, 3, 2, 6. Type property are incompatible. Ah, there it is. So how did it know to pick that out? Okay. All right, that makes sense what's happening here. So we get the keys and key for each. get diagnostic matcher. And what does this function do? Diagnostic hash map. Oh, this does some clever caching. We should probably copy some of that. So we have this diagnostic hash map. Okay. So the flow here we load the step one, or I guess we don't load the TS error message database, which is going to be original. It's like original error to a structure that looks like a code and a category, which I'm assuming is some sort of enum. And in step 2, we iterate over the keys of TS error DB, and we'll drop down and we'll say 2.1. We create a diagnostic matcher, which our diagnostic matcher, let's drop down into here, 2.1.1. Check global diagnostic hash map, which is a map of string to TS diagnostic matcher. What up, Glitchbite? Good morning, buddy. What up, Trash? We're back and we should have no drop frames. We're just walking through the kind of like algorithm that Matt Pocock is using in his version of the plugin, because I had thought I copied this pretty closely, but apparently I did not. So let's go look what this type is. I'm gonna sneeze, holy shit. Sorry, chat. Excuse me. So this is what our diagnostic matcher looks like. So let's how do I want to add notes in here? Let's just make like an appendix, I guess. Appendix. And we'll say TypeScript. Paste that in there. We landed on writing a 6502 emulator to 6502 assembler. I don't even know what that is. Thank you for the follows, Blind Pog and Benny. Appreciate y'all. Parsing algorithm. Sure. Okay, so how do I do nested markdown preview? This is one of the greatest plugins of all time, chat, for Neovim. The hell? Is rectangle not running? There we go. Nested number list markdown. Oh, it's all just one line? Oh, you just nest. Is that all it takes? Am I dumb? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4. No. Why did it auto format that? It's annoying. See, even that didn't work. Am I dumb? What am I doing wrong here? Why? No. So 1, 1, 2, 2, 2.1, 2.1. That doesn't work at all. Do we have to go there? No. The plugin that does this is Markdown Preview. It's really sweet. It stays in sync when you're scrolling too. Nested number list Markdown. Come on, this can't be that hard. Does Markdown just not support this? Okay, I can't get it to do this. No. I need to turn off like my LSP disable, I guess. Marksman. Okay, there's that. I think it was it's potentially my LSP messing with my formatting. 2.1, so that doesn't work. Now what if I go another level seems like I should be able to do this. So it's 4 spaces over. Okay. So if we come back here, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, that's weird, but sure. Can I then change the keys for this? No, I can't. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. Annoying, but fine. Where did the file go that I had opened? Yeah, all right. So we have this diagnostic hash map, which I should also throw in type diagnostic hash map is a map of string to TS diagnostic matcher, where string is the error text, where string is the DB key. Yeah. TS error DB key. So we'll say TS error DB is a key is a string, and then we'll take this, do that. All right, so 2.1 check 2.1.1. That's this one. Yoink that up, view and word there, paste that in, delete this. Okay. Yeah, okay. For iterate over the keys, create diagnostic, and call get diagnostic matcher TS error DB key. No, I talked to my manager yesterday. I'm good to go to 10. Yeah, we are keeping our stream schedule, chat. Check global diagnostic hash map, create diagnostic matcher. So we drop into here. We check the diagnostic hash map for existing diagnostic matcher. If found, return. else. I use Apple Music. Okay. Escape regex with TS error DB key, right? Yeah. And we call replace with escaped parameter regex. So let's add that down here. Const escaped. I've translated all these to Lua because Lua doesn't have, fun fact chat, Lua does not have actual regex built into the language, because if they added legit regexes, it would over double the size of the language and the runtime. And because Lua is meant to be like a embeddable language, they like implemented this real tiny subset of regex, which is not really even a subset. It's like their own matching library. What up, Sam? My keyboard is a Keychron Q4, and if you stick around and hang out and build up some points, you can spend 1,000 bytes to try and win a copy. I don't hate it, the Lua decision. Yeah, I don't either. It's just a interesting, I guess, an interesting fact. So let's copy these over and put those in there. So from there, we create a new regex local. Oh, interesting. Create local regex, new regex source. Let regex create local regex, and then 3 is create a global regex. I see what they're doing now. This is interesting. This is going to be tricky to do in Lua. And then they take parameters. Match parameters on the TS error DB key. So that'll be const let parameters equals TS error DB key dot match on our parameter regex. Yeah. So the parameter regex is going to match. Let's see here. It's going to match all of these. So like if we match on this, it's going to pull out an array of these. It's just going to pull out, yeah, an array of these squiggly brackets. Dang, that was close. That might be the closest roll we've had yet. Noon's got pretty close earlier too. We have to be getting close to somebody hitting it. Like statistically speaking. All right, so we return this diagnostic matcher. Great, this looks good here. Cheers, Meta. I don't even remember what my like high point ones are. We've got React to Video, Play Type or Real, Code Review, Pair Program. Meta gets to pair program with me all the time anyways. You could do 2 code reviews? Hell yeah. In fact, I'm a little confused here. If we go into, let's drop into a node shell quick and do this, and we have like a string. Let's go grab just like this one. Let's say let stir, actually let's just say var stir equals this. And then let's grab these 2 regexes. And then if I do string.match on parameter regex. Okay. And now what if I do string.match on escapade? Null. Okay. Great. That makes sense. Okay, so we start populating this hash map. Let's add some syntax highlighting to this. Bank account. Hash account. I had thought I like nailed this the first time, but I wrote this algorithm in Lua like 3 months ago, and clearly I just butchered it. Unsurprising. Thank you for the follow, Sam. Appreciate you hanging out with us. All right, let's see if that made this look a little bit better. Great. All right, so let's keep walking through this and deconstructing this algorithm. So we get our matcher returned, right? So we are here, So this is our matcher. So we come down and we are now on this level. We take the message and we try to match on match error message with matcher diagnostic matcher dot regex global. And then we're going to drop in if there is a match Cool, that looks good. What does match return? How does match work? MDN match. An array whose content depends on the presence or absence of the global G. If the G flag is used, all results matching the complete regular expression will be returned, but caption groups are not included. Okay, so it's going to be all matches. That's more like matches rather than match. So our regex is C chapter, and we're going to parse numbers, is one or more numbers, followed by a capture group where we have a dot and a digit, okay, and then any number of that repeated, case insensitive. So we should be matching on, we should have two capture groups. Oh, this is weird. Really? Is that how that works? Okay, these are just keys on the... That's weird that they add keys to the array. Hey chat, I will be right back. Gonna go take care of the dogs real quick. Y'all, I was inspired while I was watching my dogs out in the yard look at the sunset, or the sunrise while they did their business. I've got a funny meme. I need this. Where's the actual, I need the actual like image of this. What did he actually say? Keep my wife. What was the quote? Keep my wife's name out of your fucking mouth. Okay. Keep my wife. Okay. I got this. We don't need that bottom one. Keep my... There we go. What do we think? What do we think on the wording on this one? Good? Do we keep Twitter handle? Or do we make it name? Or maybe we make it at? No. Keep my... Which one's funnier, Twitter handle or name? Name? All right, we're doing this. I'm gonna... No, I don't want to tag the people. I want to come back and quote tweet this later. Okay, sorry. I was inspired while my dogs were staring into the rising sun as they did their business to make that meme. And I chuckled to myself and knew I had to do it when I got back. That's the kind of inspiration we work on here, chat. Okay, so if there is a match, if there are matches, we should say. If there are matches, we're going to, if there are matches, let's see here. Is there anything else in this if block? Is this My Chemical Romance? No, it's Youngblood. Sounded like Gerard. All right, so that comes down to there. Okay, so there's no other if there are matches. If there are matches, then for each key, or for each match, we say get the start index of the match. Get the end index of the match by doing how does that work? What are we saying here? That's redundant, right? This is redundant here, right, chat? So if we have a match, right? String index of match element. That must just be to please TypeScript, because I don't think this could ever return this could return null, I guess, or undefined. Yeah, it returns undefined if it doesn't find anything. But it should, because we literally matched. So this is just forcing it to be 0. Okay. Sure. Okay, I get that. Plus the length. That makes sense. What up, Priv? Using a mouse in Neovim is illegal? I mean, I use it on stream sometimes to scroll and highlight things for chat, but I don't really use my mouse otherwise. So then we make a key. I don't know what the key is used for yet, but it is going to be const key equals start index end index. And we call this associated match parameters. Where do we get parameters from? Parameters come off the matcher, right? Which would be like a list of associate matched parameters. So we pass in the parameters. So parameters is going to be something like an array where it's like 0, 1, right? And if we do a match element, we're working on the Neovim plugin I published yesterday, Priv, TS Error Translator for Neovim. And I'm trying to better document the actual parsing algorithm that Matt Pocock uses. Because the first pass I did at it was wrong. And I have some bugs. So I'm going to try to more closely translate it. So I'm just like writing out how it works right now. I don't know what items is. What does items come back as? A list of string or numbers. This is just match regex global. All right, I need to write out an example here. So let's just say for 2322. Okay. So this will be an example of this is the TS error DB JSON. Thank you for the follow there, Storid. All right, so we create a matcher. So our matcher All right, so let's grab this. This is our DB key. So let's yoink that. And we'll say var DB key equals this, right? And then we want to make a new, we want to grab these two. Let's yoink those. Dump those in here. Yeah. Paste. So we have our parameters, and then create regex. So I missed that bit in our algorithm, so let's go fix that up here. One, two, three, 4, 1, and this is going to be TS error DB key dot replace our escape regex with // $and. So let's grab this, go add this to our appendix. Thank you for the follow, Talfik. Super appreciate you. All right, so we have this. We got to go dump this down here too. And we want to say our DB key we'll say regex source equals db key dot replace escape regex. Morning, Colchis. So we get this. Let's say our regex source will be let regex source equals this. Okay. Trash Puppy, did you have a job interview in the past couple days? Did I hear you say that on stream? That you were feeling pretty good about or something? Okay, so this escapes our parameters. I had one last week and then a follow-up this Friday. Hell yeah. Well, congratulations. Hopefully you crush it and land the job. Is Friday the last round? Shout out Trash Puppy, by the way. If y'all aren't following Trash Puppy, you should be. Her stream is one of the most entertaining on Twitch, period. So now we'll say var regex local is new regex source. And then we have a regex global, which is basically the same thing, but global. This is the piece I'm missing, chat. This is how I think they're going to be parsing multiple templates out of like the same error message. Text will be the db key dot match parameters regex. Yeah, okay. I think so. It's an internship, so it's one of the teams that takes interns basically sussing me out for themselves. That's awesome. I'll personally go fight the company if they don't give you the job. Yeah, I agree with Meta. I think the speed at which you proficiently picked up Golang is pretty remarkable. So yeah, kudos for that. Like, I've worked in Golang professionally for like a year and a half. And I've trained like people whose first job was that job on learning Golang, and like you picked up Go and got pretty proficient with it and like understood channels and stuff super, super fast. It's really impressive. Yeah. Yeah, so go ahead and clip that and put that as your reference call on your resume or on LinkedIn. So let's say var diagnostic matcher so regex local, regex global, and then parameters. Okay. So now we have this key, we have our matcher. So now we have this message. We need an error message for 2322. Is this 2322? Yeah, this is 2322. So let's let error message equals, just throw a backtick there, and at the end of the line throw another backtick. Drop that down in here, paste. So now we have our error message. And we're going to try to say let matches equals error message dot match diagnostic matcher dot regex global. So what does matches say? Matches is null. Is that what we would expect? It does says a 2322. Well, this would make sense that this wouldn't match. So I wonder if I'm wrong on what this gets called with. I assumed I wonder if this string gets pre-processed. So I must be misunderstanding how this is working. Oh, let me catch up on chat. Holy shit. Okay. So either I'm missing a step here, because this match doesn't make sense. Right, so our regex global right now is this regex that looks like this. And like this will never ever match on just a raw error message. So the error message, right, because that message comes in here and we call match on the regex global. So this message must be getting pre-processed before it gets called parse errors with DB. So let's see where this gets called. Parse errors. I guess we need to see where... Really? We're not gonna find any references? So we have tests. Okay, yeah, let's go look at the tests. Wait, what? How is this even working? Wait. I'm so confused. Let's take this notes and I want to move this to my repo. Let's quit that, split this, go to parse errors. So we're saying type property. How does that ever match that regex? Oh, I missed a step. I missed this replace. Okay. Hodl chat. You need to go back up to regex source. This guy is wrong. We call it double replace here. So then we say replace escaped parameter regex, and we replace it with dot plus boom. Yeah. Okay. Morning, Nate. How you doing, man? Yeah, there we go. So now this is gonna match. That makes so much more freaking sense. All right, let me go back to my notes here. Because our regex source ends up being this thing right here. And let's view around that, paste that in. There we go. That makes so much more sense. And we can open the notes here. All right, so I think we need to update this here. Oh no, we didn't. Well, yeah, I do actually. This is going to be that dot plus. So we're going to capture any characters, one or more characters. Yeah, sure. Inside. Sure. Okay. If you don't mind me asking, do you take notes when you learn new stuff? I typically don't, but I tried re-implementing this parsing algorithm in Lua once before, and I incorrectly translated it. So now I'm just writing it out to fully get my understanding down. Yeah. And so I just have like one document I could look at to like easily check over this stuff. So theoretically now, if we do this, oh, you son of a bitch. There we go. Okay, so there we have matches. Matches on regex global. Okay, so we have that now. Yeah, I need to do better with taking notes. Okay, so now we're here. We get a key, right? So, or we get matches. So we have two matches. So now we're gonna iterate over matches. So we'll say first iteration, and that'll be yank around that. Thank you for the follow. Super appreciate you, OSIC1. All right. So we get the start index. So we'll say first match is going to equal this guy right here. Let's yoink that. Do that. And then we'll say start index equals error message dot index of first match. Yeah, and then end index equals start index 0 plus first match dot length. Oh. Nice. So how did that end up as 0? Is this a bug? It can't be a bug because it's working. Why is end index not 69? It's because we need parens. I think this is a bug. This is always going to evaluate to 0, right? Like every single time, as long as there is a match, which there should be, right? Because this match is coming directly from a regex on the message. So each of these matches should always return something from index of. Right? This is... I'm not crazy, right? Somebody? Will end index always be 0? Shut up. Yeah, I think this is a bug in Matt's code. Can we run the tests here? PNPM test. Oh, Jesus. What the hell happened here? Could not unmarshal lock file? That's kind of weird. But I want to run the engine test, I guess. So pnpm test dash engine, I guess. What the frack? Core pack enable npm pnpm test. I don't understand what's happening here. Does anyone know how to use pnpm? Turbo. Vitest. So pnpm test, and we're gonna filter on the, what package is this? Engine. There we go. All right, so that passes. So now let's go change this. I think there's an actual bug in this. I think this should be that. Yeah. So these are snapshot tests. Where are the snapshots at? Tests. Where do snapshots get stored? Because they get committed, don't they? Zero, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. One, two, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Why would that be the start index? Does that make sense? So what's our second match? Let's grab our second match quick. And I just want to get a sense of what this is doing. $124. So that's the start index. So the start index, this has to be 124. Welcome, Raiders. Hello, GMDS. How was your stream? Thank you for the raid. We are working on porting Matt Pocock's TS Error Translator for VS Code to a Neovim plugin, which I already shipped, but I got some of my parsing logic wrong. So we're kind of just walking through. We're walking through his algorithm and just kind of taking notes on it. I think we might have found a bug. We're just kind of working through that real quick. Well, not quick, kind of slow, but it's okay, because this is going to let us make a more quality plugin. And what do we do with the key? Yeah, so this is a bug. This is actually a bug. So let's open up a pull request to Matt Pocock's repo here. TS Error Translator. I know I can get there from my repo. Yeah, I'm using rectangle Liminox. All right, so we have that fork. We want to set our origin to that. So let's see here. Git status. Git diff. Two similar types. I don't know. Did I add that? I must have. All right, so this is going to be up here. We want this to be right, and then this becomes start index plus that, and then I think we can write a test for this probably. Yeah, all right, so let's write a test here. Should catch multiple, all right. Should match diagnostic, sure. Should handle multiple params, sure, sure. Yep. All right, so we want to say, what function is this? This is parse errors with DB. It should properly calculate the end index as the start index plus the length of the match. So let's go in here and grab, let's actually use the error message we're practicing on or using. So we'll come in here and we'll say, where is it? Is that in the previous one? Yoink that. So we'll say let or const error message equals that. And we'll say okay, so he says input. We want to get, yeah. So we would expect this to have length 3. So we'll say expect errors dot length to equal to equal 3, and then we'll say const third error equals errors 2, expect third error dot parse info dot start index to equal 124, right? That's what we said. Oh, we killed the terminal. That's okay. Let's go back into Node, and we can probably get back in here. Let's okay, so now we should be able to say input dot index of type number, right? 124. Yeah, so that's the start index. And then the end index is going to be $49, 124 plus 49, 173. Well, we can do this dynamically, actually. Third error dot parse info dot end index dot to equal. Let's just grab the start index, actually. Const start index equals third error dot parse info. And then we'll do this. End index, say start index, and then we'll say end index to equal start index plus the third error dot length, right? dot start index. Okay, let's run these tests. This is too complicated. That's what we get for string parsing in JavaScript. All right, let's run our tests again. So we want to change into packages engine and do pnpm test. Okay. We expected 167. We received 173. Why did we expect 167? All right, let's go back to the code quick. Oh, we want the raw error. It'll be third error dot raw error. Parse info dot raw error. Okay, that looks right. How do I update snapshot tests? We're going to open up this PR and then be done. vtest update snapshot. Dash test u. Okay, this is annoying. pnpm vtest run dash dash update. All right. Fix end index calculation in parse error. Git remote show git remote git All right. This will be a fix. Properly calculate end index in parse error. How did they open this before? Properly in parse error. let's say engine. Currently, the parse error function in, what's the name of this file? Parse errors in parse errors. Is incorrectly calculating the end index of each match. The code currently is written as TypeScript. Let's minimize this. Two, three. This is causing end index to always equal start index. The use of was likely used to satisfy the TypeScript compiler as index of can return undefined. However, since we know that match elem will always be in message, comes from a regex match, it'll never actually be undefined. What's up?
Did you mean to shut the dogs in our bedroom?
No,
Oh, okay.
I didn't shut the dogs in the bedroom. They must have shut themselves in by accident.
Oh, okay. Because I didn't shut them in.
Yeah, me either.
I was wondering where they were. I opened the door and they were all just
should be
there.
undefined. Let's see here. Never actually be undefined. This has the consequence in addition, I added a test for this and updated the snapshot tests. Happy to make any additional changes. Cool. Okay, chat. We are working on Well, yesterday I published a Neovim plugin, which is a port of Matt Pocock's TS Error Translator, which is a very popular plugin for VS Code to Neovim. And I had written the foundations of this months ago with the help of some people, and I finally ended up porting it to a plugin. I'll have to check this in a second. I have some of the parsing logic wrong, so we've been walking through the algorithm and documenting it to rewrite the Lua portion. So we are going to keep working on that for the next couple days until I have time to sync with Leo and work on getting some of the other bits of the ecosystem with Serde eligible for compiling to JavaScript. So we're blocked on our other projects at the moment, so we're working on this. Okay, y'all. Got that PR open, and we're going to go raid somebody. So let's see who is streaming. We got Prime. I think we owe Sharia raid. Yeah, let's go raid Cherie. We owe her one. Go show her some love, y'all. We'll be back tomorrow morning. Have a lovely Tuesday, y'all.